We'll come back. This is Jim Traber with Al Eschbach, and you are listening to the Dominant.
Tell them where you are, Jim.
I'm a Big Red Sports and Imports here on the Mile, Al. They've got great deals, Al, including this fully loaded 2007 Nissan Sentra for only $9,999. They also have Accords, Altimas, and Camrys. And Al, they can get you into any of their cars for only $50 down and $199 a month. No credit check required. Come out and see me. We have Little Caesars Pizza and they are making deals. Where are you, Al?
I'm here in Bricktown at Toby Keith's. I love this bar and grill. We have happy hour going on until 7 with $2 domestic beers and $4 appetizer specials. Plus, bring in the scalp or index finger of a local terrorist and Toby will give you a free chicken fried steak.
I love what Toby's doing. In fact, I'm going to the local mosque to hunt some terrorists today.
What about midget terrorists? Think they have any of those?
I don't know, Al. But I do know how to catch terrorists. This is what you do. Find a large tree branch and hang a picture of Barack Obama. Then dig a big hole in the ground underneath the picture. After that, cover the hole with a large cheesecloth drenched in butter. Place a turkey on the cheesecloth and then cover it with leaves, grass and curry powder. Once you do that, just sit back and watch all the Muslims run towards the picture of our great communist president.
That's great, but have you got any midgets? What about Bridget the midget?
Stop it, Al. The Fat Jack and I caught 7 Muslims, terrorists, that way. We were gambling and smoking illegal Cuban cigars and just watched them fall into our trap.
Teens caught some terrorists, if you know what I mean.
You're crazy, Al. So, what do you think of the OSU game this weekend?
I don't know, but OU has got to play better on the road. The players have to make plays, Jim. The players have to make plays.
Yeah, but nobody cares about that right now. My OSU Cowboys are in the driver's seat in the Big 12 South.
The players have to make plays, Jim. You can't blame the coaches.
Well, let's talk about that OU game for a second. I bet if you put it Ruth Serum and Bob Stoops right now, he'd tell you that he has no clue why they can win on the road.
Yeah, but Jim, you can't blame the coaches. The players have to make plays. Whatever you do, don't blame the coaches on anything. They may not invite us to the spring game after party at Gundy's house.
I'm not blaming the coaches, Al. No sensible person on the sports animal would criticize the OU coaching staff, point out their arrogance, or allude to the fact that they've become complacent with success and are now using John Blake-style excuses to explain poor performance and unpreparedness.
I will agree they should have passed the ball at the end. But you can't blame Kevin Wilson. Players have to catch the ball, Jim. Don't blame the coaches for players going into a shell on road games, even though the coaches are responsible for getting players mentally ready to play in important games.
See, Al, this reminds me of when I played in the big leagues. When Eddie Murray got injured and when I got my chance, I played well. But when Eddie Murray came back, it messed with the balance of the team. It was kind of like Roger Clemens. What a jerk.
Speaking of chemistry, I passed chemistry at PS220.
You did, huh?
Some girls on campus have some good chemistry. You ever study chemistry with a tutor?
I'm not answering that, Al. So what do you think about the Thunder?
I have no clue, Jim. You know that the only sports topics I know anything about are OU athletics and sporting events that took place before 1993. My knowledge and insight on the Thunder is just as valuable as your insight on hitting a curveball.
Well, I would criticize the team and their poor effort on defense, but since the sports animal broadcasts all 82 Thunder games, I'm not really allowed to say anything bad about the team. But that doesn't matter, because I would just say something stupid. Kind of like in the past when I said Russell Westbrook isn't a point guard or that Nick Collison is a worthless bench player.
Speaking of washed-up stiffs, we need to ask Dean about his golf game with Clay Bennett. Maybe he can share some stuff since we obviously have no connections with the Thunder.
We will have to ask him. Hey, speaking of a topic we spend a bunch of time discussing to death that nobody cares about, let's talk golf. When do you think Tiger's going to get it back together?
I don't know, but I played some golf on my vacation to Singapore. Great country. Nice hotel.
How was your trip? You made it back alive.
It was good, but they don't serve beer and radishes. I like it because I'm Joel there, Jim. I like it because I'm Joel.
I've made it to Singapore once with my crazy ex-wife. We saw a man at work in concert. Why don't we take a 10 minutes break and play commercials for car dealerships, cheap steakhouses and anti-pornography foundations, and when we come back tell me about your vacation. Tell them where you're at, Al.
I'm here in Bricktown at Toby Keith's I Love This Bar and Grill. We have happy hour until 7 with $2 domestic beers and $4 appetizer specials. Do what Jim said and catch a tourist and Toby will give you a free chicken fried steak. Where are you, Jim?
I'm a Big Red Sports and Imports here on the Mile. You need to come out here today because we are selling cars. We have Little Caesars Pizza and they are making deals. We'll be back in 10 minutes on the Dominant
Duo.